Welcome to Ypsilanti, and just a few miles away from the big house, where this house is home to the Eastern Michigan Eagles, and we are anticipating a great turnout and a sensational game in this one. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on a team from the MAC, the Eastern Michigan Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Raging Cajuns will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Eastern Michigan's offense will go on the attack first. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy...
Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Harris. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give from the gun. Spins away from the defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Wheeler. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a convert. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together an 81. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. The field goal is no good, and they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Using his legs, it's McMillan. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Eagles, now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Wheeler. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. They had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got his man across the middle. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different...
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Once for the tackle. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there, and just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Eastern Michigan will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was...
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 11 over Indiana. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for space, it's McMillan. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the 1st down.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. Wants to throw on 1st down. He fires to the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Lockett. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Big 3rd down there for the quarterback, and he knew where his best chance was at getting that first. He found the curl route, made an accurate throw, and as a result, the offense stays on the field.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
The trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
They'll send the back in motion. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Wants to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Rooks. Working their way. Closer, closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And now they regain the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road.
Clock stops. We have... plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into...
intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. out of the gun. The running back has it. Makes a man miss. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Timeout, Eastern Michigan.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. One more snap coming before halftime. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like Ypsilanti. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And just like that, let's send it back to the guys inside the factory.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. On the run, it's McMillan. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Caught close to the marker, it's Wheeler. That'll be enough to move the sticks and give Eastern Michigan a first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll give it to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. The 10. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. How about this? It's taking one back to the house. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. To the air, it's Kim. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the batter.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pulls it in, it's Lockett. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Eagles are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And it's another 1st and 10 play. The give to the tailback. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, the missed field. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. East Carolina has the lead right now. Greenville has been buzzing all week. But this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 12 over BYU. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. throws to the wideout. That ball came out a little late. It was almost picked off. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Kim. He's got him this time. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. They'll leave it with him. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Give to the back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Eastern Michigan has moved into the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Eagles! Great job by the back on the option.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They bring the punter onto the field now.
On to kick it away.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. From the gun, the give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Scanning the field, it's Kim. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. He's got it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
The Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Wheeler. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. He lets one fly deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking for a huge play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Kidd. Throws to the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Brooks. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
He wants to throw it again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Eastern Michigan will line up with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Kim. Looking to get it in. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete and jarred loose by the hit.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Is Colorado ready for prime time?
Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works. A ton of points. Defenses learn.